Hello, hello. I've missed like 3 days. I started one and then the doorbell rang and then never came back to it. So here we are again. Genesis chapter 26. Um, we ended chapter 25 with the birthrights. So this is Genesis chapter 26. Isaac deceives Abimelech. Now a severe famine struck the land, as had happened before in Abraham's time. So Isaac, as in history repeats itself, you know. So Isaac moved to Gerar, where Abimelech, king of the Philistines, lived. The Lord appeared to him there and said, "Do not go to Egypt. Do as I say and stay here in this land. If you do, I will be with you and bless you. I will give all this land to you and your descendants, just as I solemnly promised Abraham, your father. I will cause your descendants to become numerous as the stars, and I will give them all these lands. And through your descendants, all the nations of the earth will be blessed. I will do this because Abraham listened to me and obeyed all my requirements, commands, regulations, and laws." So Isaac stayed in Gerar. And when the men there asked him about Rebekah, he said, "She is my sister." He was afraid to admit that she was his wife. He thought they would kill him to get to her, because she was very beautiful. But some time later, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out a window and saw Isaac fondling Rebekah. So, like father, like son, Abraham did this as well twice, and now his son is doing it, you know. Kind of interesting. Abimelech called for Isaac and exclaimed, "She is obviously your wife. Why did you say she was your sister?" "Because I was afraid someone would kill me to get her from me," Isaac replied. "How could you treat us this way?" Abimelech exclaimed. "Someone might have taken your wife and slept with her, and you would have had made us guilty of great sin." Then Abimelech made a public proclamation, "Anyone who harms this man or his wife will die." Now there's conflict over water rights. That year, Isaac's crops were tremendous. He harvested 100 times more grain than he planted, for the Lord blessed him. He became a rich man, and his wealth only continued to grow. He acquired large flocks of sheep and goats, great herds of cattle, and many servants. Soon the Philistines became jealous of him, and they filled up all of Isaac's wells with earth. These were the wells that had been dug by the servants of his father Abraham. And Abimelech asked Isaac to leave the country. "Go somewhere else," he said, "for you have become too rich and powerful for us." So Isaac moved to the Gerar Valley and lived there instead. He reopened the wells his father had dug, which the Philistines had filled in after Abraham's death. Isaac renamed them, using the names Abraham had given them. His shepherds also dug in the Gerar Valley and found a gushing spring. So one thing to note, God told him to stay, made him a rich man, but then someone else told him to leave, so he left. So I don't know how that works as far as the story is concerned. Maybe God was like, "Yeah, it's time to go too," but it doesn't talk about that. So, but then the local shepherds came and claimed the spring. "This is our water," they said, and they argued over it with Isaac herdsmen. So Isaac named the well Argument, because they had argued about it with him. Isaac's men then dug another well, but again there was a fight over it. So Isaac named it Opposition. Abandoning that one, he dug another well, and the local people finally left him alone. So Isaac called it Room Enough, for he said, At last the Lord has made room for us, and he will be able to thrive, and we will be able to thrive. So think about that. He just kept building wells, you know. His herdsmen and everything would argue about it with them, with the people. And he just decided to just build another well. I'm sorry for the yawning. Um, for he said that the Lord has made room for us, and he will be able to thrive. From there, Isaac moved to Beersheba, where the Lord appeared to him on the night of his arrival. I am the God of your father, Abraham, he said. Do not be afraid, for I am with you, and I will bless you. Sorry I have to read this again. From there, Isaac moved to Beersheba, where the Lord appeared to him on the night of his arrival. I am the God of your father, Abraham, he said. Do not be afraid, for I am with you, and I will bless you. I will give you many descendants, and they will become a great nation. I will do this because of my promise to Abraham, my servant. Then Isaac built an altar there and worshipped the Lord. He set up his camp at that place, and his servants dug a well. So you think about that. I always think about people moving all the time in the Bible. And maybe we should be moving like that and not staying in the same place for 30 plus years or 40 or 50 or your whole lifetime. Because maybe God wants us to move and we don't. He puts things in our heads, thoughts. My big thought right now is volunteering in 50 states in 50 months. That is something I would love to do. I just haven't put pen to paper on it really and researched a lot. So that's something I'm struggling with that I need to keep looking into because I feel like it's something I'm supposed to do. But as far as this, he built an altar. It doesn't say they go to church on Sundays and they worship God. He built an altar and worshiped him right there. So we have to wait for Sundays for some reason to worship God, which is kind of interesting to me. It's been on my mind a lot lately about we have to wait for a certain day to go worship God. So that's why I think about like Catholic Mass. There's one every day. But yeah, it's interesting. Because a lot of churches are closed. You can't even go in them. So that it's just interesting nowadays. A treaty with Abimelech. One day Isaac had visitors from Gerar. King Abimelech arrived with his advisor, Ahuzah, and also Phicol, his army commander. Why have you come? Isaac asked them. This is obviously no friendly visit, since you sent me from your land in the most unfriendly way. They replied, We can plainly see that the Lord is with you. So we decided we should have a treaty, a covenant between us. Swear that you will not harm us, just as we did not harm you. We have also treated you well, and we sent you away from us in peace. And now look how the Lord has blessed you. So Isaac prepared a great feast for them, and they ate and drank in the preparation for the treaty ceremony. Early the next morning, they each took a solemn oath of non-aggression. Then Isaac sent them home again in peace. That very day, Isaac's servant came and told them about a well they had dug. We found water, they said. So Isaac named the well Oath. And from that time to this, the town that grew up there has been called Beersheba, Well of the Oath. At the age of 40, Esau married a young woman named Judith, the daughter of Beri, the Hittite. He also married Basemath, the daughter of Helon and Hittite. But Esau's wives made lives miserable for Isaac and Rebekah. So that's the end of chapter 26. I always have to refresh my memory on who Esau is, Jacob and Esau, all of those guys. So a lot of characters in the Bible, so always need a refresher, Got to write things down. All right, end of chapter 26. There you go. See you later.